Live from Studio K, you got Headspace, man. Got Javan Robinson on the show. What up, Jay?
What up? How you doing, man?
Man, you know how it is. So look, man, we out here. You know, this is brought to you by Branded Bills. You know how it is, man. Elevate your brand with Branded Bills, the perfect headwear and apparel. Use code PHNX for 20% off your first order. Man, it's gonna be a great show, man. You know, Circle K, thank y'all for, you know, doing what y'all do, man. Join Inner Circle for free by downloading the Circle K app today. Terms and conditions may apply at participating locations. Visit CircleK.com for details. Man, we got a good one in store for y'all today, man. A great one in store for y'all today, man. Javan Robinson, man, came from Washington State, but first we're gonna talk about Florida, man, where he was born and raised at. Man, talk to me about Winter Gardens, man.
Winter Garden, it's a rough place to live for sure. But for sure, like growing up there made me who I am. I wouldn't have it no other way. I feel like playing there and living in Central Florida, Orlando, just made me the player and the person I am today for sure.
No, for sure. I mean, it rubs off of him. You know, you got that swag, that Florida boy swag, and you know it follows him. So. You know, seeing them play, you know, young guys out there that watch ASU ball and, you know, C12 out there doing his thing, man. Hey, that's that little swag he got, man. You can't really teach that one. But hey, man, class of 2022, bro. West Orange High School. Let's get into it. 3-star out of high school, bro. To me, it's underrated. I mean, I was talking to K1 last week or 2 weeks ago. I feel like with you, the same thing, like underrated, bro. You come out, you got offered from UCF, Duke, Washington State. You choose Washington State. What made you make that decision, and like what made that, you know, the move for you?
Really, out of high school, I didn't really have no offers until going into my 12th grade year.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't get offers until I went to a camp.
Yeah.
Which Washington State saw me. Like shout out to Coach Coop, Coach Ward. They were at the camp and they saw me, and just ever since then, like we just had a relationship and a bond. So, you know, like all throughout my my high school, like they was always calling me, came to visit me 2 or 3 times at my house. So I just felt like it was home, you know. They made me feel comfortable. So I knew I was going way across the world, you know. Everybody still get at me to this day about it. But I just felt like it was home because of the coaches made me feel comfortable. And that's how I led, you know, from Florida to Washington State.
No, for sure. I mean, no, that's big time. I mean, when you have coaches, I mean, we talked about it on the show plenty of times. When you got some coaches that you feel comfortable with, oh, it's life changing. You see that man back there, Coach Dilly, yeah. You know, he's one of those guys that you can feel comfortable with. He's gonna be himself. He's gonna be authentic every single time, and it's just going to make you feel happy to just be around and happy to, you know, be a part of the process and, you know, work harder and all. But like you said, you went to a camp and you weren't getting offers really before that.
Mm-hmm.
The reason of you playing offense, bro, talk to me about that, bro.
So my 11th grade year, really, I didn't start playing cornerback until my 12th grade year of high school. Like I didn't start playing cornerback till then. So all my life I've been like offensive player, receiver. So my 11th grade year was rough because like I was at a team where we didn't throw the ball. Like we did not throw the ball. We ran a wing T offense, and that's just been our program history ever since like the 80s. So I was at a school where I didn't really get a chance to showcase my ability at receiver, which I am a good receiver. Like, I'm a great receiver. If we used to play right now, I could play a college receiver right now.
He stands on this. Like, this is not just for the show. He really, like, he'll go up to our receiver like, I'm better than you, receiver.
No,
what's up?
facts.
Like, come on. Like,
I for sure can play receiver right now. But at that time, I didn't have the opportunity to really showcase my abilities. And, you know, that's why I transferred from that previous school to, you know, West Orange High School.
Mm-hmm.
And then that summer, I went to camp for DB instead of receiver. And then just been, you know,
took off after that.
Took off after that.
took off, man. Hey, that's how it is, man. Stay consistent. So shout out all y'all young guys out there, man, that's really grinding, really trying to, do what they do, man. You got to keep on stacking. You got to keep on growing. You got to keep on being the best version of yourself because you never know when that moment's going to come. You got to keep on putting days together. Keep on trying to be the best version of yourself because doing that, it's going to take you past those heights that you don't even see coming. So, shout out to all the young recruits out there that's trying to grow, trying to be the best version of themselves, man. And, take him as an example, man. Like, go and learn from him. Study his game. The best players take things from other players to better themselves, man. Mm-hmm. So keep on going, man. But yeah, Jay, I mean, you talked about how being in high school, doing something that you wasn't used to doing, and then popping into a new light and everything just taking off. We gotta talk about just Washington State, bro, because that's basically the story of your life, bro. Mm-hmm. Going into a place where everything's not happening how it's supposed to, how you envisioned in your head, but it's working out in your favor, and you gotta stay consistent, keep on growing. So, Washington State, man, he was over there at Washington State. He was there for 2 years, and shoot, he saw some guys over there, man. Thanks. So, talk to me about Shaw, Jalen, Cam, all guys in the league right now. Talk to me about them, bro.
Yeah, they were all good players. Like, when I first got there, like, they really showed me the way. Like, when I first got there, they the ones, like, showed me the way, showed me, how to approach game day, showed me how to train in the off season, showed me, what to do, what not to do. Like, really just showed me the ropes of college in general. Another person I can shout out is Derry Langford.
Shout out.
He was like my big brother there for sure. He like showed me everything. But yeah, those guys taught me a lot, and it just showed me how to be a pro early, and showed me how to approach the game at a early young age as a freshman coming into college.
No, and that's big time. I mean, shout out Evan, man. Shout out Evan Williams. Shout out Tasheem. Shout out Kyrie, man. Shout out Flo, man. Shout out Nico, man. Shout out all the dogs over there, man. Like teaching me the ropes, and BA. Like having somebody that is older than you, or just listed on a depth chart higher than you, that can teach you the ropes and you can learn from. That's big time, man. So all you young guys out there that aren't getting the results that you thought you were gonna get, or living the vision that you had already, stay consistent. It's okay. Like, stay calm. Just learn from them. Learn, like, there's a reason they're ahead of you. There's a reason that they're older than you. There's a reason for all of it. So just do as much as you can to just be the best version of yourself. And don't compare yourself. Don't compare your journey to nobody else's journey. That's one of the biggest things that I picked up since college, man, is just focus on yourself. Focus on your own journey. Focus on where your next step is going to be. And everything else is going to work out. Javen hit on those guys. Shaw Smith Wade, 5th round pick, 2024 draft. Jalen Watson, 7th round pick, 2022 draft. Cam Lacken, undrafted free agent, but he plays for the Chiefs. Rams.
Yep.
Plays for the Rams and balling, man. So, those guys, like, you got 3 guys ahead of him at corner, and you got to stay consistent because right now, 25th all rank among FBS corners and run defense. Number 1 in the Big 12, allowing just 11 receptions. 6th among all FBS corners, bro. Like, that give me chills, bro. Like, you stacked the days, bro, and you just got better every day. And you knew what you had. Like, you knew what you could do, but you had to wait for that time to present itself. So talk to me about that, bro. How's this season been? How have you been trying to just stack days and just be consistent?
So like I said, like, dating back when I first got to Washington State, it was just like I had to learn the hard way. I had a coach that was very like he was very, very hard on me. And like when I first got to college, when you feel like you're good, you have these, I should be starting, I should be this, I should be that. But he taught me, like, no, you shouldn't. Like, you got to wait your time and be consistent and just trust the process. So all throughout, like, my college career, I just been trusting the process. And, I feel like I'm a humble person. Like, I don't really, I don't post a lot. I don't do this, I don't do that. So I just be like, keep my head down, work, and just let my work speak for itself on the field. Like, so I feel like I learned that at an early age, even with my dad. Like, when I was a 5-year-old kid, like, all he taught me was just, you don't got to say nothing. Just work, and then it'll show. Like, you don't have to talk about it. Just keep your head down, work, and then the results will show. So I feel like that's what I've been doing thus far.
That's big time. I mean, shoot. Hearing that from your pops at a young age is gonna propel you, man. Like, got key stuff in here, man. I mean, you got stuff like that, man. You gotta take that in and you gotta really apply it. I mean, you young guys, out there that haven't had the chance to really apply the knowledge of your folks yet. Like, man, take what they saying and really put that into action, man. Because you never know when what they're saying comes in light, and you're like, oh, that's what they mean. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what they meant. So, just keep on going, keep on trying to be the best version of yourselves, man. So let's talk about ASU, bro. Let's talk about just the environment of how much different it is from Pullman, bro.
Yeah, it's night and day. Pullman, man. Oof, what can I start? So Pullman, they have probably 5 restaurants.
Eugene living. That same thing,
5
brother.
Restaurants. Cornfields, nothing but. They don't have Uber up there, bro. There's literally no Uber's taxi. So it's just totally different. Like, here it's just way more like advanced. Like, kind of remind me of like Florida a little bit. Weather and everything, and also the weather. That's night and day. It's probably like 15 degrees up there right now. But it's just totally different. This like ASU is kind of like, this is what I'm used to coming from Florida. Like, this is like the environment I'm used to. So going to Pullman, that was a huge change. But, I feel like you get used to anywhere, I definitely got used to it, but, this is way better.
When you were visiting, were you kind of like looking around like?
Yeah, I was, because I didn't expect it to be like that. I thought it'd be like, I didn't expect it to be like Florida, but I thought it'd be like, at least I see a building or something. But it was nothing. It was just literally Washington State and nothing else. Like, if it wasn't Washington State, you just gonna be driving and you're gonna see just fields and grass everywhere.
See, that's the thing, man. Like, coming from Eugene, Oregon, man, to Tempe, Arizona, it's night and day, like he's saying. I mean, if you get the chance to go to Eugene, like, hey, Eugene's a cool place. I'm not, you feel me? I ain't. It's a cool place. It wasn't for me. I just feel like as an athlete, you gotta go where the environment meets your requirements. I mean, it kind of gets overlooked or underlooked when you're going on visits and you're going to, these schools that you dreamt of going to. I mean, every kid has a dream of playing collegiate football or D1 football. So if you get a chance to go up there and you see it, you're like, man, let's do it. Like, you don't care what the environment is. You got to really look into that, man. Like, really take that into consideration. And for y'all who was undecided, balling, yeah, come to Tempe real quick. See what it's talking about. But yeah, man, I mean, I feel like that stuff is huge. Like, you got to really buy into that. Really have to allow that to show itself, so you can grow as an individual just as well as you grow as a person off the field. So, bro, we talked about stats. We talked about the process of just grinding. Like, let's talk about that portal though. What was going through? I mean, you said that Coach Ward and Coach Coop had that bond with you, but what made it like, let's do it? Like, I'm trusting. Let's go.
Yeah, about that portal. Portal was crazy. It was for sure crazy. First couple of days, man, I was on the phone literally nonstop all day. Probably got like 30 calls, like not even 30 calls from like different schools. But when Coach Ward and Coach BC reached out to me, I just kind of felt the bond right away, just because of like I was recruited by Coach Ward, Coach Coop, like had a relationship. Also at that time, Jay Lee, he was here too.
Jay Lee, shout out Jay Lee, man.
I played with Jay Lee. Jay Lee played with me my freshman year when he was at Washington State. So I just felt like I had a connection in the bond. Also like knowing the whole system, knowing the whole defense. It was the same defense that I ran at my previous school. So I just felt like it'd be the easiest transition for me, instead of going somewhere and
don't say easiest, say smoothest.
Smoothest, you're right. It'd be the smoothest.
I mean, the only reason I'm saying that, joking about it, is as a college athlete, ain't nothing easy. Facts. Man. Ain't nothing easy. Like, he handled it like a pro. He handled it like it was easy, but that's not easy. Like, to go from any school and to another school, it's a change, man. So Like you guys in that portal just thinking it's just gonna be, oh, I'm just gonna pick it up. Okay. Yeah. All right. You gotta stay consistent, man. Put that work in. And he gonna do it. He gonna do it 100% of the time, but are you gonna do it? But yeah, man, I mean, let's talk about your prep though, because we talked about how you just keep on stacking days, bro.
Yeah.
Recovery, tubs, what do you do to be able to put the numbers that you put up? Like, how has that been something that you ingrained in your process to make everything just flow solid?
See, this is tricky because my approach is different. Like
100%.
My approach is different. See, me, like, the crazy thing is I don't watch football. Like, I don't really watch football. Like, I don't really
And people gonna look at you like you're crazy.
Yeah. But like, I don't really watch football like that. Like,
right here. Landlord.
Zay, what's up? But yeah, my approach is different. Like, I feel like a lot of people approach is like, I'm gonna watch film every day. I'm gonna do this. But it's like, when the game comes, it's like, now you're thinking. Now you're like, oh, when they in this formation, they gonna do this, they gonna do that. And now it's like, you're not really playing the game for what it is. You playing the game for what you think. And you can't be on the football field thinking. I learned that my freshman year. I used to be like 100%. A film junkie, doing this, doing that, get out there, and then I'm overthinking. I'm not even playing my technique. I'm not playing with a free mind. I like play with a free mind. So my approach is just like, I just be chilling, bro. Like,
no, I'm already
when I'm in the facility, I'm locked in. But outside the facility, like, I don't really be, like, I don't even watch film.
You take your mind off football.
Yeah, I take my mind off football. So that way, like, when game time come, now it's like, I'm here now. Like, I ain't been doing nothing all week. Like, I'm locked in. Like, I'm here. So my approach is kind of a little different.
Yeah, no, I mean, what he's saying, like, you guys, like, I mean, some of y'all young guys might be out there like, what? Like, college athlete, not, man, like, it's a lot. Like, being a college student athlete is a lot, man. Like, being able to go to practice, have hour meetings on hour meetings on hour meetings, like, you learn everything you really need to learn, like. And, you got guys in the league like Jalen Ramsey. He done came out and said, I don't watch film. Like, people like that, like, I mean, I'm not saying everybody don't watch film. You got to do what's right for you. But, like, some guys, they thrive in just playing free, playing with the free mind, playing with their instincts. And he's a great example of that. Like I said, y'all said first, number one in the Big 12, only giving up 11 receptions as a cornerback. Like, that doesn't happen from accident. It's how you prep. It's having a process. It's making sure that process correlates to your game, and being able to make that stuff facilitate on the field. And as he said, like, work in the darkness, shine in the light, man. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, you don't gotta let everybody know how you move, but shoot, when it's time, you gonna see. So yeah, that's huge. That's a big nugget for y'all young guys out there, man. Like, really pick up on that. Really apply that to what you do. Find out what works for you and make that into something that can propel you forward, rather than trying to force yourself to do something a specific way because you heard, oh, this is better. Like, man, it's not for that. But talking about how you prep and stuff, let's talk about Coach BC, man, because he gonna be watching this. He gonna be like, hey, Coach, you ain't asking the question. So, man, Coach BC, he goes during practice one day. Javen's out there practicing. I'm over here watching because I'm out, man. I'm watching. He come over to me, hey, Cole, make sure you ask Javen about his diet, man. He gonna change his diet up. Bro, tell me what he believes and how he feels with diet.
BC is crazy. So before every game we have team meal. So he uses this analogy, like, if he sees someone eat, like, he don't eat no bacon, he don't eat no
pork.
No pork, he don't eat no seafood, he don't eat none of that. Yeah. So before every game, if, like, just say one of our players had bacon, he'll tap me and be like, hey, he gonna give up 3 touchdowns. So he always, like, he have a joke to where, like, he's like, all right, that bacon, it's gonna have your mind all foggy. You're gonna forget what play, you're gonna forget the plays and everything. So we had this little joke where, like, before the game, me and Keith or all the group, we try not to eat, like, no bacon, because we always, he'd be like, if you're gonna be Big 12, if it's gonna be all conference cornerbacks don't eat pork. They don't eat that, They gotta think clear. They gotta be, So that's a little joke right there. But I'm for sure, like, for him, I'm gonna cut down on it, I don't eat it as much, but around him I don't eat it because I already know it's gonna be a whole conversation. So I just try not to even get into it.
Oh,
Wait,
man.
talk more about his diet. What is?
He just eats nothing. If you're wearing, he eats nothing. He
Only
just
thing
eats
he loves, only
steak
thing
and-
he eats is steak. He loves steak. He
Just
says steak is the godly food, and that's all he loves. Steak. That's
Oh
it.
my God! Hey, shout out Coach BC, man. But let's talk about him and his development, man. Coach, him and Coach D-Walk, man. How they develop and how they just put their knowledge out. I mean, you got Coach D-Walk. He's a real story coach. He's done coach guys like Denzel Ward, Jalen Ramsey. List goes on and on and on. You got Coach BC, came from Texas, recruited. Now he's a corner coach. Like, oh, it's a big step for him. He's young. What's gonna happen? And he's doing his thing. So let's talk about it. Like how they take care of the room and how they elevate y'all.
Yeah, man. That room right there, that's the reason why, my process the way it is, because I feel like throughout the week, they give us so much knowledge and they like show us so many different things to where it's like, you're good. Like they giving you all the tools and everything you need. Like they breaking down formations to, split indicators, how, wide receiver releases, how they run their routes. Are they fast? Like PC does this whole thing that every Monday when we get, our next opponent, he goes back like to the person's high school and shows their like vitrified metrics and, he jumped a 22 in a long jump. He's a 4.6 speed. So we do all that. So it's like our preparation throughout the week is like very like detailed. So I feel like that's, is a big part of my success and, the whole room success throughout this year so far.
No, for sure. I mean, like he said, he hit the nail on the head with the hammer, man. Like he go out there and he don't got to think no more because Coach D-Walk and Coach BC, they go out there and they handle everything behind the scenes. So when they come into meetings, it's all laid out for them. It's all right there. So yeah, I mean, shout out Coach BC, shout out D-Walk, man. Y'all legends, man. But let's talk about the upside, bro. Let's talk about how you were doubted at first, bro. You wasn't. They didn't expect all this out of you, and then once you got in and started playing, they was like, oh yeah, talent there. Let's talk about it.
Throughout my whole life, I've been doubted. So, I mean, I'm kind of a person that like, throughout my whole life, I've been doubted. Ever since I've always been small. So I've always been like an underdog. I've always been smaller. I wasn't the biggest. So it was always doubts like, can he do it? Is he big enough? Is he this? Is he that? So, when stuff like that happened, I just like, I got like a mindset where, okay, I'm going to show you then. So I'm going to just like, I'm going to show you why, I'm here for a reason. So I'm going to show you, So I don't let the other stuff like really get to my head or let it get to me like, I don't get emotional over it because it's like, I mean, okay, it's your opinion, but I'm going to show you otherwise.
No, for sure. I mean, same here, man. It's the same thing like when you're an undersized DB and all the odds are against you because you got these 6'4", 4'2" receivers and like, man, I'm going to guard you the same way. Like we bleed the same way, man. And it's like, when you look at it like that and you take that out the equation, it's just like, okay, like I'm gonna show you, like how he said. It's just it's something that it motivates you, it fuels you. So, if y'all out there right now getting doubted and feel like nobody on your side, man, lean on the people you care about. Lean on people you care about, lean on what it is that keeps you going and have that confidence in yourself. Build that confidence in yourself. You don't need nobody else to believe in you but yourself. So yeah, man, just keep on going with that. But let's talk about family, bro, because going through it with people doubting you, your family on your side, man, at all times. So talk to me about it.
Yeah, my family been there ever since. Man, they've been there since day one, especially my dad and my mom. So like anytime, like when they be, they be on Twitter and stuff a lot. So they be looking at, they screenshot everything. Anytime like someone says something or anytime it's something that's like, oh, this and that, they'll screenshot, be like,
keep the receipts.
They keep receipts of everything. So they'll literally screenshot and show me like, hey, they said this or that, and they'll be like, oh, they don't think you be guard this person next week. They say he good. So, I just try to like, it's really to prove to them, I really try to prove to myself I am who I say I am. Because I think I'm one of the best corners, in the league.
100%.
So it's just day by day I try to prove, everybody wrong, and they know that. So I try to prove them right. They brag on me all the time. So I'd be a fool for them to brag on me, and I'm out there, stinking up the field. So I just try to make them right.
No, for sure. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Like when you have that confidence in yourself, you lean on your folks, and they gonna push you that extra mile. They gonna make sure that that man, we got you. Keep on going. Like, so no, that's big. That's big time. 5 siblings, bro. You the oldest.
Yeah.
How has that been? How has that process been? How has that helped you as a man out off the field?
It taught me how to grow up faster. I got 4 little sisters. You know, I got 1 little brother, but the 4 little sisters, they live in the house with me. So I was, growing up, I'm the only boy really. So just growing up and being like responsible and being just like, when mom don't go to work, I'm the one that have to be home and change Pampers, and I know how to make bottles and all that stuff. So it just taught me how to mature faster and grow up faster and just be more responsible. So it for sure helped me off the field. Just taught me how to be like maybe become a man earlier, I feel like. So it for sure helped me.
Yeah. Oh, I hear you, man. Well, shout out the fam, man. Shoot, man. Hey, we hit on everything. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all coming out. Y'all got any more questions? We want to hit on y'all questions, man. This want to be. There we go. Sun Devil Emily. Go Devils. Yeah, man. We want to extend this out to y'all, man. We want to have y'all ask questions and really expand on the show. Really have you guys have your personal insight on the guests we bring on the show.
Next week, we'll have some questions from some of our members.
For sure. I mean, let's do that, man. And then I want to talk about one more thing. Fashion, bro. Fashion, bro. You got your own little swag, bro. We just had a conversation with Jordan Tyson and Maury the other day.
Yeah.
We talking about who got the. Man, they chopping it about clothes. I'm over here, man. I ain't worried about none of it, man. So let's talk about it, bro. Like, what got you into fashion? What got you into, dressing nice and stuff like that?
My uncle
Okay.
on my mom's side.
Shout out, aunt.
He big into fashion. That's all he do. Like, he makes his own clothes. Like, he make his shirts. He make the oversized tees with the rips in. Like, he been doing that ever since probably 5 years ago. So I've been big into fashion, for as long as I can remember.
That's what's up.
So another person I get my drip from, Stephon Diggs. Shout out to him. I look at a couple of his his outfits and stuff, and I try to put it together.
Get right, man. Get right. Shout out Stephon, man. Get right, man.
For sure.
Funniest person in the secondary. Landlord got a question, man. Funniest person in the secondary. Gotta be LT.
Ooh, funny person secondary.
Gotta be LT. Crazy.
Wait. Hold up. We gotta think long and hard about this one. Funniest person in the secondary.
Funniest. Okay, no. Funniest probably Zay, but he don't try to be though.
No.
What?
AD.
Oh.
Adama's the funniest person in secondary.
Hey, shout out to Adama Fall, man. Hey, shout out to Adama Fall, man. He is funny, man. No holds bar. He is one of the. Hey, he's one of the funniest guys. I got LT though because LT he is Louisiana goofball. Like that's just how we operate. But he's that guy.
Who would think he did?
Oh, favorite DB in the league, man. Who your favorite DB? Man?
Jair Alexander.
Ooh, Jair.
He a dog. Jair. For sure. Jair, my favorite DB.
I gotta go with. Ever since I moved to safety, bro, I've been watching Budda Baker.
Yeah,
I've been watching Budda Baker. He come the way he play with so much passion. Oh my goodness, but that's the now though. But yeah, man, he got that's who that is.
That gotta be K1.
That gotta be K1.
That's Keith. Rashad Robinson. He trying to troll.
He's still a fool.
Yeah, that's Keith.
Hey man, we gonna get out of here. You got Javan Robinson on the show. You got Headspace. You got. Man, Studio K, man. We got Brandon Bills, man. We got Sly Energy, man. Go check them out, man. Shout out them. And, man, we out of here, man. Hey, forks up. Hey, 2 fingers, 1 thumb. We out of here, man. Catch y'all on the next one.
We all silly like the mayor.